Welcome to First Congregational Church of St. Albans. My name is the Reverend Jessica Moore, and I'm joined this morning by Stefan Conradi, our organist and pianist, Doug Cleet, our scripture reader, and we have Sue Powers and Greg Beeman working on our live stream. Here at First Congregational Church, we are an open and affirming church. We are a community of spiritual seekers, believers, and doubters. Our goal here is to create an open and loving community that encourages a joyous exploration with God, and we want to work together to care for and nurture the wider community. This morning, I have a special letter I would like to read to you. And before I read it, just a reminder on this Independence Day weekend of the importance of separation of church and state. We, the church, frequently let our opinions be known, and that is our job. It is not our job to run government. This is a press release written by the Vermont Conference of the United Church of Christ in response to the overturning of Roe v. Wade. As Christians in the Vermont Conference of the United Church of Christ, we oppose the Dobbs decision by the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade. We believe that God is the creator of all living beings and things, and that all human beings are created with the gift of free will and are of equal value. We believe that all people have the right to determine what one does with one's own body, recognizing difficult and painful, yet life-supporting and sustaining necessity in making the decision to have an abortion. This is not a statement in support or non-support of abortion, as we believe in the importance of all life. Rather, it is a statement rooted in our Christian faith, which opposes any policy, precedent, statement, or law that limits a human being's right to bodily autonomy, determination, dignity, and respect. Therefore, we stand with all women and people who can become pregnant in their right to choose, as we continue as followers of Jesus Christ, children of God, and members and friends of the Vermont Conference of the United Church of Christ, to actively work together to answer our call, our Christian call, to love one another. So far, that has been signed by 92 members of clergy in Vermont, as well as some lay people. If you would like to sign it today, there's a link on our Facebook page, and you can add your name into church. Do we have any other announcements?
Good morning. So just a quick thank you to Sue and Ray Brown and Alice for all the hard work out there in the garden. You can see the black plastic that they've put out to start our elimination of the species that don't belong here. And so that in another year or so, we can get back to what should belong in Vermont and have our nice, I think it was a meditation garden. We also had the welcome chair over there, and we'll have some beautiful flowers in another year or so. Also, thank you, Sue, for helping out now with the live streaming team. Also wanted to say that we are having a small coffee hour right after the service. And if anybody would like to help out during the summer, it's just a very small coffee hour that we're doing during the summer, just a little bit of coffee and maybe a couple cookies or something. It doesn't have to be big because we usually don't have a large crowd in summer. But if anybody wants to help out, we do have a sign-up sheet. I think that's about it. Yeah.
If you would all join me in the spirit of prayer for our call to worship. May a joyful sound to the Holy One let the earth rejoice. How awesome are your works, O Sovereign! Creation groans under the pressure of war, environmental abuse, and communal disconnection. We cry out to you, present God, and you hear and respond. You turn our mourning into movement and stir our souls into action and to rest. Everlasting God, we give thanks and praise you for the clothe us in joy and peace. If you would join me for the opening prayer in unison. God with us, you send us into the world as your agents of restoration and change. You speak to us in the stillness of rest, in the chaos of a frenzied world. You guide us in troubling times, and you move us to dance and celebration. You give thanks to your presence among us. Open all points of receptivity within us as we worship you, holy and